Isn't it? Colonization has happened, what, for over 100 years? Now, who said gay is bad?
So that's the question now.
Exactly.
Yes. Who said?
Who said? Who said? So another part of all of this is, of course, you know, we are taking back our power, we're taking back our freedom, we're living life on our terms. But where is the center of Christianity these days? It's Africa. That's where the center of Christianity. But where did Christianity come from?
Western.
East. So it's not even our culture.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not, isn't it? But yet, we will say it's now part of our culture. It's not.
Yes. We take it like it's our own.
We take it and we've made it our own. So when the British came, of course, when they came, they'd included this law about homosexuality, which became part of nearly every country colonized by Britain, had this law that gay is bad.
Okay. So it was through the church, or is it through the government, the head of? So yeah.
So it's everything.
Everything.
Because you know, they talk about the separation between the church and the state, but in those days they're working together for their objective, which is, you know, white supremacy, like colonization, taking our resources from our land to create markets for themselves.
Yes.
So they were inventing lots of things as well. But one of the things that has been introduced, and I'm going to say introduced to the African culture, is being gay as well.
Okay.
Now, why do I say introduced? Because when we actually do our history on the African continent, there's always been a place for gay people.
In Africa.
Yes. But people don't know this.
Yes. Or maybe they may know it, but they try to ignore it because of influence of churches. Maybe.
Yes. So like, for example, and I don't know of what it was like in Zimbabwe because we were so colonized, but there are records of in parts of Kenya where the men would be, the gay men would be the ones who would even get the women ready for marriage.
Okay.
You know, and those are documented from a long time ago as well. And I'll give you another example. Medicine. People think that modern medicine was invented by who?
By
White people. Not true. When you go back to history, with those conversations, those little preserved conversations, they have identified African people being able to do brain surgery before brain surgery is done by the West. So the problem with our history is that we have lost so much because of the oral traditions. Because, you know, the people who used to maintain our histories was through the spoken word, isn't it?
Yes.
You'd be trained, you know, like what you do with your wonderful son, Sijera, you share with him.
Yes.
And now you're recording it.
Yes. So that's what we miss in Africa.
We've missed that. So we've lost so much. It makes me cry, actually. We've lost so much treasure and richness. And that has caused us to have warped beliefs or, you know, belief systems that may not be even what the culture has been.
Yes.
Yes. So that's one of the things to first also recognize.
So we had to recognize our culture being interfered.
Yes, first.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But we have to also recognize what our culture was.
Okay.
You know, what was our culture? Let's actually explore that. What was our culture beforehand? Because being gay, we know that being gay is not just Africans. It's in every society.
Yes.
And it doesn't just happen overnight. This has been there for thousands of millennia.
So it's mean also when the Britain were bringing Christianity to fight against gay. So it's mean also they started from England. Even them, they have them there. They started from fighting them there, and then they continue to bring now to do it in Africa.
Yes.
Okay.
So again, building societies, isn't it? You know, you have your kings, your queens, your chiefs, who have a view of how society should be.
It should be. Okay.
And then it's implemented.
Yeah. So that what always keep bringing. So somebody's taught in that kingdom, everything. So they thought only the family is going to be a husband and a wife.
Yes.
Even if they knew
Yes.
the other people
Yes.
there, but they didn't want to include them in there.
Yes.
So that is the war started.
Yes.
Hey guys, this is where we come sit down with entrepreneurs and have a coffee, have some water, and we ask you questions, we talk. Right now I'm sitting here in this ballroom looking like I'm in a mafia's corner, right? King of the spot. So yeah, this is what we do. We sit down with entrepreneurs from all around the world and have conversations, questions. And so if you want to have an opportunity to come and be in the hot seat, come and learn and talk and explore ways how you can help and provide value to other people, welcome, and we're going to have a chat.
And the other thing, if I can be even more direct, those kings and queens, some of them were having sexual relations. You know, the queens are having sexual relations with women, and the kings are having sexual relations with men.
Because even when you look, even the churches, always there's a lot of record. A lot of record.
Yes.
And that is why I always sometimes feel bad, as I say, we want to cry sometimes. When you look at the history in the church Catholics, the whole Western, the heads of churches have been put in front of court. They've been charged.
Yes.
But imagine, on the African continent,
Yes.
there is no a religious person who have been punished for the abuse for children.
Yes. Because this is the thing. It becomes dangerous, isn't it? Sometimes we want to have like the African exception, like we're different from everybody else.
Yes.
But we may be different on the outside, like the cultural norms, but as a human being, we're the same.
Yes, we are the same.
We're the same. We bleed the same color. Doesn't matter whether you're Asian, European, the same color. Do Africans have hopes? Yes. Do Chinese people have hopes? Yes. Do people have fear? Yes. You know, do Middle Eastern people have fear? Yes. Do Africans have fear? Yes. So we're the same.
Yes, we're the same.
We're the same.
Do we look chase for money? Yes.
Yes.
So, you see, sometimes the white people shows they don't chase the money, but we chase everybody. We chase them. See? Yes.
We are the same. Well, you know, are we people want power? Yes.
Yes.
We've seen that in America. People want power. But do we see that on the African continent? Yes. Some of the people in power have been there for a long.
So now always we create the divisions
Yes.
among ourselves.
Yes.
But generally, all we are one.
Yes. We are completely one. So I don't believe that, you know, it's, you know, there's this misinformation or fake news. Being gay has come from the West. I don't believe that.
Yes. So gay is started.
It's everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Yes, I think that is where the war started now. Every child born, because even when I was Googling, they say, oh, it was imported from the Western. So that is wrong.
It's wrong. If it's the same as like is being heterosexual imported from the West. No. Men, where there's been a man and there's a woman, men and women have found each other.
Okay.
Irrespective of interaction. Whether even before the Europeans came, men and women were together, isn't it?
Yes.
So in Europe, men and women. In Asia, men and women. But there's no cultural connection. What's the common denominator? Human.
Yes, and then also another things I can add to you is even in Africa where you look at schools, because always used to be boarding schools, boys, girls, and always those started from there.
Yes.
Homosexuality was created there.
Yeah.
And then you found now in jails, all Africans.
Yes.
It's jails, because see, the jails there is another place where it's inhumane, especially in Africa. People put them there, it's crowded years and years.
Yes.
And the women on the side there. So people, they know those things happening.
Yes.
We know every time young kids go to jails, they get,
Yes,
abused in
they
jails.
get abused.
They say things there. And those things, The management knew it.
Yes.
The government knew it. And now they keep thinking it can be in reality. And each person who was sitting in the leadership in Africa are now, even now, in jails now. It's happening now.
It's happening now.
Yes.
If you really enjoyed this video, make sure to click here, and I'm sure you're gonna love that one.